Hello friends, in today's video we will learn typical cervical vertebrae. There are 7 cervical vertebrae, out of which first, second and 7 are atypical cervical vertebrae, whereas third to sixth are typical cervical vertebrae. Let us discuss the typical cervical vertebra. It has got a small body and the lateral border of the superior surface of the body, it shows two lips projecting upwards. Anterior border of inferior surface of body of the cervical vertebra, it shows a projecting lip which will overlap the intervertebral disc. Vertebral foramen of cervical vertebra is larger than body, triangular in shape. The spinal cord passes through the vertebral foramen. It shows pedicles arising from the body and directed backwards and laterally, laminae which are directed backwards and these are long. Then it is having the articular processes, transverse process and spinous process. Superior articular facet present on the superior articular process is directed upwards and backwards, whereas the inferior articular facet present on the inferior articular process, it is directed forwards and downwards. Another characteristic feature of cervical vertebra is foramen transversarium present in the transverse process of the cervical vertebra. The transverse process, it also shows anterior root, posterior root, anterior tubercles and posterior tubercles. In between anterior root and posterior root, there is a costotransverse bar. The anterior root, tubercle, costotransverse bar and posterior tubercle, they represent costal element of the cervical vertebra, whereas the posterior root, it represents the transverse element of cervical vertebra. Spine of the cervical vertebra is short and bifid and the notch present, it is filled by ligamentum nuchae. Other important ligaments attached to the body of the cervical vertebra anteriorly and posteriorly are anterior and posterior longitudinal ligament. Inner surface and superior border of laminae of cervical vertebrae provides attachment to the ligamentum flava, and we have already discussed ligamentum nuchae which occupies the bifid spinous process. Let us discuss few important muscle attachment of the cervical vertebrae. Anterior tubercle, it provides origin to the scalenus anterior muscle. Posterior tubercle, it provides origin to scalenus medius, scalenus posterior and levator scapulae muscle. Now the important viva question, that is structures passing through the foramen transverse area. Upper 6 cervical vertebrae, their foramen transverse area, it transmit vertebral artery, second part, whereas the foramen transverse area of all the 7 cervical vertebrae, it transmits vertebral vein and it is accompanied by the sympathetic plexus running on these blood vessels. One more important question is carotid tubercle. It is the anterior tubercle of 6 cervical vertebra against which we can palpate the common carotid artery. Sometimes you may get a question on the curvature of the cervical spine. So it is a secondary curvature which is convex anteriorly and it develops around the age of 6 months when the baby starts holding his neck. As we have discussed the typical cervical vertebra thoroughly, now it's the time to learn the anatomical position. Since it is a midline structure, we don't have to determine medial or lateral. We just have to determine superior, inferior and anterior, posterior. Superior surface, it can be identified by looking at the upward projecting lips from the body, and the superior articular facet which is directed backwards. Anterior and posterior of the vertebra can be identified as the body is always directed anteriorly, whereas the spinous process it is directed posteriorly. So friends, this was all about the typical cervical vertebrae, and for more videos like this, subscribe my YouTube channel Easy Anatomy for UG, and don't forget to comment, like and share this video. Thank you.